Hi guys, it's about 12:30, and yes, it's been a busy morning. I just wanted to show this. Hopefully it works out well. Martha Wilson, you had commented on Higgins Lake. We had a little exchange. Here's a picture by a real photographer. Let's see. I've got to hold this still. Here's what it says. And isn't that beautiful? It is beautiful. This is from Facebook, and we're not Facebook friends, so although we could be. I mean, if you're using Facebook, you can feel free to friend me. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that how gorgeous and clear and blue this part of the lake is. Look at that. It's just like I said, Higgins Lake is amazing, and it is National Geographic proclaimed it to be the sixth most beautiful lake in the world. And that's not our lake, that's the lake to the north of us. They're like right next to each other, though, and they have a little streamy type thing going between them. Anyway, let me flip you around. So, yes, my face is getting a little better, but you can see it's still kind of whatever. It still feels tight. It feels kind of like a sunburn today. I just can't use soap. I got to find some other way. Anyway, I have wanted to mention something about Chuy. Chuy. How can he be comfortable like that? I don't know. Anyway, I've wanted to mention something about Chuy, and I know when I first got him and I said, you know, especially the circumstances of how I got him, and it was just such a God thing. And there was no doubt in my mind that this dog was a God thing. It wasn't just a coincidence. But there's something that's been going on, and for the first couple of months, the first few weeks, we were getting to know each other, and then he started doing something that I thought was kind of strange, but I thought, well, this must be my imagination. This can't be really true. Wouldn't do this. And then a few weeks ago, I asked Pete, have you noticed this? And he says, yeah. And now we've been really intentional about watching him, and it's pretty amazing. As most of you know, I had a stroke in 2008. The physical outward manifestations of it have all disappeared early on, but I'm left with some disconnects in my brain. It doesn't handle organizing, prioritizing, that sort of thing, especially when it comes to sensory stimulation. If there's too much going in, it can't. Our brains are continually making these little, that we're not even aware of all the sensory input we have. All these things that are coming in, our brains are continuously processing and organizing and prioritizing, and my brain doesn't handle that well anymore. And most things I've gotten used to. I mean, the things that are around the house that are common, the bird noises in the background, just as an example. But if there is sensory overload, or if there are things like, if there's something, when I see things, I see them in relationship to other things. Like if I put my pair of scissors, for example, in the knife drawer, I see the whole knife drawer with the scissors in it. I just don't think, in my head. So when I go to open the drawer, the scissors should be right where my head sees them. And if they're not, pew, 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 the same thing as a sensory overload. I get these, everything's like sparklers shooting off in there. And it will send me from zero to tizzy in like 2 seconds flat. Zero to tizzy. There is just, and I can't stop it. It's like I'm rolling down a hill and there's no way to stop myself. Of course, you never see all that because I'm not usually recording when it happens, or on those occasions where something happens while I'm recording, I can edit it out, so you guys never see all that. Pete's got to live with it, though. I get frantic. So I can describe it, frantic. Or I go the other direction, like with the sensory overload, it just stops, it shuts, and I can do nothing. They're just some of the little goodies that I live with every day from my stroke. So when it comes back to Chuy, I noticed when we first had him, and when my brain would start, oh no, I just opened the knife drawer and the scissors aren't there. Like before my stroke, I would have said, well, let's go look for them. Now it's like, boom, they're gone. It's not, they stopped existing, or something. It's just, I can't describe it. But when stuff starts happening in my brain, it's that 2 seconds from 0 to total tizzy, he's there. And he's nudging my hand. He's wanting me to pet him. Or he lays next to me and rolls on his back. He's somehow distracting me from that. Somehow, like, everything else that's overload seems to push into my brain. But when he comes to me, it's like he's pulling almost. It's in a, I don't want to say metaphysical, but in some sense, he's like pulling that my brain goes, ah, and he looks at me with, I swear it's a smile on his face. He's like, everything's great, Mom. I'm right here and everything's great. Feel how soft I am. Feel how calm I am. Feel how sweet I am. And it takes that whole thing that's starting to spark in my brain and goes and just kind of fizzles it out. Like when you're at the fireworks and they send up one of those that just doesn't work and you see it going out and you have a great expectation it's about to blow and then it just kind of fizzles out and drops. That's what Chuy does for me. Isn't that amazing? After all these years there are days where I get in that totally panicked, frenzied state several times a day that Pete has to deal with. Pete deals really well with it, but pretty much after the fact, and he just can't do for me what Chuy has been doing. I can't even explain it. There was no doubt in my mind before that this dog was a gift from God, but now, well, I can't be any more certain. But it's just more proof as far as I'm concerned. It's pretty amazing. I don't think you could train a dog to do that. Well, maybe you can. Service dogs are pretty amazing, but so is Chuy. He is really amazing. So there is an extremely special bond. It's not just love. I mean, as that's enough, but this is truly incredible. So I've been wanting to share that for a while, but I haven't had like for the last week or more, but I haven't had an appropriate, so I'm just making an appropriate time to share it. Like, as I know I've mentioned to a couple of people in the comments, oh, I have something to tell you about Chuy. Well, that was it. So I'm going to go now because it is a really busy bug call day. I took like 3 calls in the last 2 minutes. So, and a couple texts. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, it's about 6:35. Today was an extraordinarily busy day. I am absolutely shocked that I didn't have more calls than I did when I counted them up at the end of the day. Crazy though. Plus it's hot. It's really hot. I wonder what the temperature is. Is there an app for that? Okay, so you mean all that talking I just did and I hadn't pushed the button to record? Probably just as well. Anyway, I took a couple pictures of Chuy down there, and you can really see how long and corgi-like his frame is. Pete's coming in with dinner. So I guess I'll go eat. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Dinner time. Pork steaks on the grill. Zucchinis on the grill. Seasoned up with a bunch of stuff. Peaches. Okay, so I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, it's almost 8. Dinner was fabulous. It's clouding up. Looks like rain's moving in, which is good because we are extremely dry and under a fire warning. First weekend of the tourist season will be packed with people and lots of campers, lots of campfires, and lots of fireworks. It's supposed to rain right through the weekend, which is fine with me. I'm going to go. I'm going to get this editing done soon, early. I've wanted to play my keyboard all day, so I really still want to do that before I go to bed. And, I got to take care of my birds and stuff yet, so I'm going to get this edited now. I hope you guys have a really happy hump day, a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and good night.